my friends, a good Friday to you. Madam Maledicta here on the mic and presenting This Present Darkness for March 21st, today, Friday. And hopefully you're here worldwide, just chilling, just having a good time. And join me in the chat if you want. Gotta echo. Yes. Anyway, fun times. Here we go. So, the link is in the chat for the entire playlist. If you're just tuning in and you're seeing this as a live broadcast, hi, and get ready for some good goth music. Follow that link that's in the chat. It's right there under This Present Darkness, March 21st, 2025. And you follow the link underneath that. It'll get you the whole list, and you can listen to this music along with everybody. And I am actually here on the chat because I figured it out. I figured it out, my friends. The learning curve has flattened for me. Eh, Fun times. And you're confronted with a bizarrely no makeup Maledicta this morning. Why? Because it's more important to have an on time broadcast today for me than it is to have a ton of makeup on. And trust me, it's important to have a ton of makeup on when you're a goth. It's important. It takes up an outsized portion of your life being like, I just don't have this red eyeliner on right. It's a true story. Um, Daily, I think this to myself, but I also think, what impression are you making as a person on the internet who is an avowed lifelong goth to have makeup on all the time when real life says no one lives like that. No one lives in a way that they're constantly on point. And trust me, as a lifelong fashion goth, I have been in this place where I'm like, how do you want to present yourself here? And this is what I've decided, right? So if you see me on cam with no makeup on, it's because I was in a hurry and I was running late like an actual person. And I always want you to know the person behind the mic on all of these shows is real and does things on a shoestring budget and is absolutely like hamstrung for time as well as deathly ill sometimes. So that's the truth. I have MS. If you can see this chair behind me, this isn't just some fancy office chair. This is a rad ass Permobil chair. And I had a doctor fight for this for me. And it goes up, it goes down, it lays back, it gets taller. It's the most fancy, far out chair that you could ever imagine. And I'm a lucky, lucky person to have it. I'm like the 1% of disabled people who have a chair this cool. And I never look that gift horse in the mouth. But I'm saying to say I'm a person with MS, so I have to be conscious of the fact that I run this show and I'm sick every single day. No lie, every single day. Something happens where I'm in either an egregious amount of pain or I'm sick. So, and that is the reality of progressive MS. I have secondary progressive MS, in case you're wondering. Yes, I've had a long time. They assume I've had it since I was a kid. And I can point to parts of my life that make sense in that diagnosis. Yeah. So that's a rough thing, but you come about it and you get your grips about it and go on with life. And that's how I do this show. This show keeps me alive. Looking for new music every week keeps me on a schedule, keeps me alive. That's why I do a daily show, even though I have a whole lot in my way as far as health and health concerns go. But that's my preamble today. And maybe, if you're lucky, I will decide to do the makeup live and show you how to do it. If you decide to get in the chat and tell me that that's what you want to see, that's what you're going to see today. But we're also here for all the new music as well. There's 15 brand new tracks of awesome goth awesomeness. Brand new and nothing older than, I do believe, a month old at this point. But most of this stuff is brand spanking new, like came out within days of this broadcast. So I expect that all of you are here to hear some new music and do a fantastic Friday Goth thing. All right, so I'm gonna do the thing that I say I'm always gonna do and not chat all the way through this and make it like 30 minutes long. So I'm gonna tell you what's playing on today's show. Um, let's see. So I'll read you the first 7 tracks. In the middle, well, actually, I'm going to read you all 15 tracks. And then in the middle, I'll get on and do a big discussion and tell you all about the music and let you know what's going on. Maybe do some goth makeup. It depends on what I see in the chat as far as like what people want. And I'm not seeing anything so far, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. So, first up, we got a brand new, wonderful track by Ghost Cop, All Souls Day. I'm not going to discuss tons about the songs. I'm just going to tell you what they are. But all of them are really good. I picked 15 of the best tracks I can find for the week. And trust me, I go through hundreds of tracks sometimes and pick 15. And that's saying something. There's a whole lot of new music that comes out in the goth, industrial, post-punk, goth wave, if you will, tragic wave, as Drab Majesty likes to call it, or whatever you want to call goth. Somehow it has, me and my daughter were talking about this, it has a tradition of bands who are very, very goth being like, we're not goths. What are you talking about? You're goths. Anyway, whatever you want to call your particular brand of goth music, there's lots of it that comes out every week. I pick the 15 tracks, and sometimes it's really hard to do. And so this week is no exception. All of these tracks are phenomenal. I always make sure they are. And trust me, I've been at this for a long time. I've heard a lot of old and new goth music, and I'm all over like subscriptions to new and old bands, which you're going to see in this list, and I always pick the best. So, first you're going to hear from Ghost Cop out on Artifact Records, so good, All Souls Day, and then Blood Angel, they're back. Blood Angel of the EBM era of goth. They have a new track out, The Right Path. You'll see the official music video for that one. And then a band that I had never heard of until this week, but oh my, I love them. Witch's Blood, In Touch. And then you're going to hear My Manifesto with Eyes in the Back of Her Head. This is the first I'm hearing of this band and track as well. So good. Preoccupations. I love this band. They're so good. They used to be named Viet Cong and then got a whole bunch of blowback for that. They're a Canadian band and changed their name to the Preoccupations and have been ever since. And they're such a good post-punk band. They've got a new track out. It's so good. And if you're old enough to get scared by the computer sound at the end, then I know you're right in league with me with all the elder goths in the world. That sound scared the hell out of me the first time I heard that. Oh, I need to go to the computer. Where's that coming from? Yeah. Preoccupations, Bastards. We're going to see the lyric video for that. And then brand new Rena Pavar, Structured Full. That's out on Cold Transmission Records. We've got a segment where I'm back on the mic with you at position 9 there. And then UI UX. Sorry, UX UI. Other way around. Yeah. User experience, user interface. Huh, how do I know that? Oh, I just do. Just trust me. UX UI with control. And then Urban Matrix, Maximum Energy. This is a track coming out of a part of the world that I'm happy to be in touch with, and with my collectives far in the east. And then Blyski with a song called Brammy. I do believe they're out of actually Detroit, which is a fantastic city full of industrial roots and wax tracks goodness, good stuff. Blyski with Brammy, and then Cult Noir, The Night, The Moon, and Me. What a good track this is. Woesome and good. This is something that YouTube threw at me. They're a good recommendation engine. I recommend them all the time. They have an impeccable algorithm, and they have since before AI ran everything. Woesome and Good with LLL, and then Zatar with New Age. I am loving this track. And then Gone Moon, Amnesia. They're from Singapore, and I am so interested to hear all of the good alternative music coming out of Singapore. East Asia has a fantastic shoegaze scene, but do they have a good post-punk scene? Well, apparently they do. Gone Moon with Amnesia. You're going to love this one. We're going to see the visualizer on that one. And then Vague Phonique with Chemicals ending out the show. And I'll be back on the mic with you just to say goodbye and give you a Maledicta minute. All right, let's do this thing. Let's play some music. We're going to go through, I believe, 7 tracks before I get back on the mic with you. Yeah, that's right, 7 tracks. So, if you want to see makeup goodness happening on your cam, if you want to see some goth makeup happening, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Blue Sky and find me on Blue Sky, MMEMALEDICTA. And that's the only social media I do these days other than YouTube, because all the rest of it is real sus. So, no Facebook, no Instagram, none of that BS that's run by Zuck. I'm just doing Blue Sky because I miss Twitter. I love Twitter, and I miss it terribly. So, I just do Blue Sky. You can find all of the show updates there. And if you want to see that, just hit me up on Blue Sky. Hit me up in the comments here. And let's do this thing with some new goth music. Ghost Goth coming up first on this list with All Souls Day.